Hello once again, fellow friends. Fall is in the air. You're getting the nice crisp mornings. It's still warming up to about 80 during the day. But here we are. In this morning, it's still warm enough for long sleeves in the morning. It'll warm up by the end of the afternoon. But we are putting sides on the garage area for winter to try and keep the tractor and different parts and pallets dry. So we got this big tarp and we threw it over, and that's what it all looks like. On this day, after the kids got home from school, we decided we were gonna loosen this soil up for our strawberries. It was pretty rocky. We sat and we dug out some rocks, and they had rhizomes in it because there was some greenery flowers here before. But we are going to make this into a strawberry bed. And also on the trellis that's here, next summer we'll put some cucumbers to give the strawberries a bit of shade. But Nathan and Madison are having fun picking out rocks and these rhizomes and making the soil nice, loose, and airy. I'm going to come in with this garden claw and work the soil around. I love this tool. Look at those. Aren't those beautiful? We got them from Stark Brothers, where they have a guarantee on your plants 1 year. We're going to plant them in the fall and get them established for next year. And those are the kind that we got in our planting. And now I'm going to show Nathan how to plant and how you dig a hole. And you want to put the strawberry slightly in, but you want to leave the crown out. And then we will place it in the dirt. And we will bury just the roots and leave the crown out so we can hopefully get yummy strawberries next spring. Summerish. Good thing is my kids love to plant and pick up very quickly on how to plant. And then once I tell them once, they pretty much got the rest of it. So I'm going to leave Nathan to plant the, I think he has three other ones. I think they each got 4. And now I'm going to explain to Madison on how you dig a hole. And she's got digging holes down. She's good at digging holes. She also likes to squeeze them and tickle the roots, as she calls them. When she squeezes the plant, she goes, and tickle those roots. Tickle them. Oh, the things 3 and 4-year-olds think of. But see? And then now she's going to plant the rest of hers. Nathan is over here going to town. He's getting all that dirt off, spreading those roots around. It's still not cold enough, but when it starts to get cold enough, we will cover these strawberries with some straw to help protect them through the winter. And also feed the soil and hopefully make better worm environment. Even though there was a lot of worms in here, I was surprised. I thought I was going to have to work for like maybe 2 years to get the worm population up. But there was actually quite a few worms. And there's Cash. He's in the background. He's always out and about. He pops up like a lovely little Easter egg. He comes by, he sits, he watches, he mingles on through. He's getting pretty up there. He's like 12 now, but he gets around pretty good. He's also great. He doesn't go very far. He just kind of stays right around the house and watches you from afar. When he wants, he goes back to a door. He barks once or twice and someone will let him in. And I'm reminding the kids they have to put the tags there so we know what strawberries are which ones for next year. Especially when they start to send out runners. That's going to be exciting. To get more and more and more and more strawberries when they just start to reproduce themselves. We're still picking out a little bit more of the rhizomes there, throwing over there in the box. Then I was like, all right, let's go dig the holes for these apple trees. We ended up finding 2 more apple trees on sale when we went to go pick up chicken food. But my lovely husband was already ahead of me. He had both holes dug already and was like, you just got to put them in there. I was like, oh my goodness, you saved me so much time. And always, we involve the kids. The kids come over, they're seeing what's going on. And we're filling in the dirt. We like to put rocks around the tree and fill the tree in with mulch around the rocks area. So I'm explaining to Nathan to go find some rocks. And he'll circle these trees and make a nice circle. But yet fall is the best time to plant trees because you get all that nice fall rain. They can spread out their roots. You put some mulch on top of it. Give them some rabbit poop. Next year, take your composted chicken bedding, throw that on there. And these trees, hopefully, will bear lots of fruit for us in years to come. I'm excited. I can't wait to start making more applesauce and apple pie filling with all our own apples. And yes, I will take off these little tags that have the picture of the apple on them. I just did not do that today. On this day, I did get back to it later in the week and mark what type of apple tree they are. We got Jonathan and Gala apple this time. Michael here is holding this tree a little straight. We're making sure that it is planted straight because it did have a lean to it in the pot. You can always fix the lean by standing it straight and putting extra dirt on the lower side. Also, when we found the apple trees on sale, we found 2 blueberry bushes on sale. Yes, we already have 3 blueberry bushes, but they have 2 different varieties. And here's Cash. He was digging a hole. Every time I went to go take a picture of him digging, he'd stop and stare at me. So, got a quick little view of that.
You did good. Gimme.
But we also got a
Kisses.
green grape
Gimme.
on sale.
Yeah,
We have 6
dude.
other Stark Brother grapes, and they're
He's such
green.
a good boy.
No, I'm sorry, they're purple. So we thought we'd get a green one. And here is Daddy helping finish the hole that the kids started. Well, Nathan helps me bury this blueberry bush in. Madison is over in the corner. She's making dirt pies or dirt cakes. And then she decorates it with grass and rocks. And then it was like, eat my cake. And then if you like kind of mush it up and make it a mess again, and then she makes another one. It is so adorable. But as Nathan is piling rocks around his blueberry bush, I am helping Madison bury her blueberry bush that Michael helped finish the hole for. The kids did a really good job at starting that hole. They got pretty far down before Daddy's like, hey, let me get in there and help. But we are supposed to get rain later this week, so these bushes will get a nice drink. Also, I forgot to record it, but we had some orange juice that went bad. You know how it gets kind of bitter, and blueberry bushes like to be more acidic, so we did empty the rest of the container on these blueberry bushes to acidify the ground a little bit more. But when the kids have oranges, we bring out the orange peels and we do bury them in the ground near these blueberry bushes. Hopefully that will keep the ground acidic enough so we get plenty of blueberries to make some blueberry jam and a lot of fresh blueberry eating, and maybe some blueberry simple syrup to go on top of pancakes. That sounds great and amazing. Plus, we have started making sourdough pancakes every Sunday morning. So, and the kids pretty much enjoy that. We go back and forth between pancakes and waffles and pancakes and waffles and pancakes and waffles. It just depends on who gets up in the morning first and says, I want pancakes or I want waffles. And now we are going to wrap some chicken wire around this. Michael put in the 2 poles. We have a lot of boxes from moving here, and I have kept all the boxes. So I am going to put down some boxes around these bushes to put the mulch on top of, to compress some of this grass and these weeds that will continue to pop through, to give these bushes an extra head start on a good life, a good, long, fruitful life. So I'm putting the boxes up and around the blueberry bushes, moving the branches all out so nobody gets caught underneath. I'm taking Nathan's rocks and putting them on top of the boxes so they don't blow away or move. And this will make a nice bed for the mulch that we're going to put on top of this. It is a nice beautiful fall day. Look at the different fall colors on the trees. And the weeds are starting to turn gold. It is turning out to be a nice fall. I got another box. We're spreading it out against the second blueberry bush here. Making sure not to smush anything. But once winter sets in, we'll get back into the kitchen and we will do some more canning and preserving of stuff in the kitchen. But right now I'm trying to get my kitchen also under control and put everything where it's supposed to go and move everything around to my liking. If you've moved, you know that it does take a while to get things in order to where you like them. And we are juggling inside and outside. And right now, because it is still nice outside, we're bringing you along for the stuff we do outside. There's Michael on the tractor bush hogging. Every time I see Michael out there bush hogging, I always see the scene from The Secret of the Nim. Moving day! It's moving day! And you just see that little mouse just running and the little rabbit go do-do-do-do-do with his foot. Loves to be with people on the tractor. And on this day, we have more trees that have a whole bunch more dead limbs. We're just pruning trees left and right, open them up, take dead leaves off. This tree is kind of leaning into the house, so we're taking off the branches that are leaning into the house. That squirrels are also running up and onto the roof, and then you hear those little nails go. So, trying to minimize that. And this branch grew all funky. It's completely cut, but it's like stuck up top. It's stuck up and around, and he's pulling it off, but it's a nice dead branch. We'll cut that one up for firewood. There's another dead branch. That will also turn into nice firewood.
Thank God for good cuts.
And here Michael is trying to weed whack the huge garden that we hopefully will have completely weeded and weed fabric down by next summer. So he's whacking away at some of these weeds because when they're shorter, they're easier to pull. And here we are at the end of another glorious week. Like, subscribe, and leave any comments below.